That was pretty loungy. I'm sorry about that. That was pretty loungy. Anyway, good morning, folks. Welcome here, the last Sunday of 2023. Can you believe it? No, can't. It's already here. Many things will be happening today. We have a very nice service, and we also have the swan song of Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. So for those of you who've been with this song for a couple years, maybe one, we are going to swap out next week for a new song. So this is your last chance to sing Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed with some vigor and energy and enthusiasm. So, without further ado, if you can, please stand. The words are in your program. And we are on.
Start this day, the last day of 2023.
And
welcome, you may be seated. Welcome to Unity Center of Peace. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, and to my left is the wonderful Pat Webster, who is on the spiritual leadership team, and she is going to be anchoring us in prayer and meditation and a lot of other good stuff. And it's a little more crowded here today. We've got extra things, which we'll be exploring a little later. We got some good surprises here. And I also want to say hello to those of you joining us online, Facebook, YouTube. Hello, glad to have you here. Mwah. Blow a kiss to us. Maybe say hello in the chat, and then we can feel like we're part of this together. All right, so let's just take a moment, take a breath, and Pat is going to light the Divine Light candle here, honoring that sacred element of fire, which we really are celebrating today. And I invite you to say our opening invocation that is on this buff sheet that is in the seat back in front of you. If you're new, just take a moment and find where that is. Yeah, got it? All right. And take a moment first and connect with your heart. Breathe into your heart center. And together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Breathe that in. Really allow that idea to expand within your soul, within your consciousness of this omnipresent good, this omnipresent love. Here it is, right now. And as we open, as we accept it, it becomes our reality. And so it is.
surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
Oh, how good it is to be here together, falling into the arms of love. And when we each do it individually, we do it as community, filling this whole space with love energy and spreading that energy of love out into the world. And the world so needs that in this moment. We take a deep breath and release anything that stands between us and connecting with the divine by whatever the name. For those of you who are new to unity, believing that we're all made in the image of God, that we have a spark of the divine inside us, located just behind the biological, physical heart, where we can connect with that divine of us. And we do that now, going into that place of the divine. This is such a special day. This is the day where we begin the transition from 2023 to 2024. 2023 with all its joys, blessings, and challenges, and perhaps sorrows, losses. And we are going to release in our amazing, precious, powerful burning bowl ceremony today anything that we want to release from 2023 so that we enter with a clean slate to manifest that which we want in 2024, which we'll be working on. We'll be ceremonializing next Sunday, that new beginning. So we prepare to release today. And we are going to go into a few minutes of silence as we all stay connected with that divine space inside of us. And maybe something will come up that will be a guide for you, an intuition, wisdom about that which you want to release. And I know Reverend Victoria is going to help us go deeper with that later. And we get to start right now as we go into the silence, beginning now. And as we have been in that silence, we also, and as we come out of the silence, we remember those who may need our special prayers and love on this day, because it works. They will know it consciously or unconsciously. So speak their name quietly out loud. Earl, Jen, Allie, Pat. And I'm now going to pray over into the prayers that have been placed in our prayer box. The affirmative prayer in unity is one of the is perhaps the most powerful tool we have. We know it works. So we pray for each person that has placed a specific prayer in this box. Whether it be prayer for healing of relationship, healing of the body, prayer for abundance and prosperity, as we see anyone who's made this prayer releasing any sense of lack, knowing that the divine source is our infinite source. And we are the inheritors of that source. And any other prayers, emotional, need for emotional healing, any need for spiritual healing or more spiritual depth. We hold these in our hearts with love. And so it is. So, we're going to slowly open our eyes and come back into the room. Yeah, and look around at all the divine beings that we are here together, and make eye contact with at least two, knowing that you are seeing the divine in the other and that you are being seen as divine. Good. And now we're going to say our vision and mission statement, which is found on the front of this buff sheet. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. So it is. Now we have our musicians.
Before my particles go into the universe, I'd like to learn to play gospel. So we found a little gospel, unity gospel song here. This is
As
called
if you don't know.
I Release and I Let Go. I release, I let go of those thoughts that were limiting me. as I watch them fade away, I know I am free. I'm free to live and I'm free to love. I'm free to be what I was meant to be. As I release, as I let go, I know I'm really free. Well, all those inner voices have told me you'll never make it, things will never be right. They even started doubting there's an inner peace or divine light. But as I watch them fade away, I hear that inner voices grow strong. I hear the voice of spirit saying, you know I have been here all along. As I release and I let go of those thoughts that were limiting me, and as I watch them fade away, I know I am free. I'm free to live and I'm free to love. I'm free to live the I was meant to be. As I release and I let go, I'm surely free. As I release and I let go of those thoughts that were limiting me, and as I watch them fade away, I know that I am free. I'm free to live and I'm free to love. I'm free to be what I was meant to be. I release and I let go, I know I'm truly free. Well, I know I'm truly free. I know I'm truly free.
Yeah, get a little bit of gospel up in here. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning and happy New Year's Eve. We made it. We made it through all of 2023. We did. Together. Unbelievable. And here we are. And we're celebrating with our Burning Bowl service today. And the Burning Bowl ceremony is a beloved unity tradition that we have been doing here for many years. And it has at its core this concept of release, which is one of our 12 powers, remember? The power of release. And so we're really going to exercise that power today. You ready? Yeah. And obviously it is inspired by indigenous cultures, right? That see fire as a sacred element and, not only providing physical warmth and light, but also having the ability to transform what is no longer serving us, sending it up in a prayer of smoke, returning it to the unformed state, right? And when we do this consciously, we release ourselves. We free ourselves from the past, from what's holding us back, from what's keeping us small, and we can live intentionally. And when we do this together, as in a group setting, right? We are giving our mind, body, and spirit a definite signal that we are ready to move out of that energy that's creating the problem or the situation or the way of being that's keeping us stuck. Are you ready? You ready to move out of that energy? Yes? Can I get a yes? Yeah, okay. We're all ready. We're ready to go.
How big is the bowl?
How hot is the fire? Oh my God, truly. So you have probably heard the saying that no problem can be solved from the level of consciousness that created it, right? That was Albert Einstein, who knew a thing or two, I hear. And yet that's what we keep trying to do, right? We think if we think of the problem enough, if we focus on it hard enough or long enough, that we'll come up with a solution. And we might come up with something that solves that particular problem for a while. But if we don't release our attachment to what's wrong and change the environment in which that problem was created in the first place, it's just going to pop up somewhere else again. It's going to show up again, right? And I think that that's what, the scientists like Einstein, when he was thinking about that, you would think, well, they have to really study the problem and come up with a solution. But I think this idea is that you have to be in a completely different place and really think out of the box and really get into a different way of seeing in order to really solve the problem. So, for example, let's bring it down to earth, right? Let's just say the landlord raised your rent, significantly. And now, you got a problem. You're having difficulty covering all of your bills, right? And so you think, here's my solution. I'm going to get a higher paying job, and that'll do it. And so you go out, you get a higher paying job, problem solved, right? Until an unexpected medical bill comes into your mail, and there you go, wiping out all of the benefits that higher paying job gave you, and you're right back where you were, right? And the same situation happens, whatever issue, whatever area that we all have them, right? We all have an area where we've got these repeated things that keep showing up in our lives, right? So if it's health, it could be, well, I fixed that problem with I fixed this problem, and then something else shows up, right? Or relationship issues, if that's, the realm that you're having some difficulty. Maybe you fix one relationship, got that done, that's fixed, and then some other difficult person comes along, and you have to kind of deal with that. So whatever area it is that we tend to have repeated problems, the idea of just fixing that one thing and thinking we're done, we want to try to think a little bit deeper, a little bit in a different realm. So going back to this issue of lack, if you were to release the idea of not enough, move out of the consciousness of not enoughness and begin to think a little differently. Begin to embrace the idea of abundance by paying attention to all of the forms of abundance in your life that's already there. It's already here. And being grateful for all of the forms of abundance, allowing yourself to feel that gratitude, thereby raising your vibration. Now you're at a completely different place in consciousness. And you can begin to see new possibilities. Maybe even new ways of being, right? So another example might be, and this was appropriate when I went out walking my dog this morning, and it was 31 degrees. It's warmed up a little bit, but still. Okay, so imagine that you're in an environment that is freezing. That is below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. It's freezing. So any H2O in that environment is going to be in the form of ice. It's going to take the form of ice. And let's say, you're a little tired of the ice. Maybe you're thirsty, you want some water. And so you think, well, okay, let me just take an ice pick and chop away at the ice, and then maybe I'll get some water from that. But no, right? It only forms into smaller and smaller chunks of ice. It doesn't become water until you change the temperature, until you raise the temperature. In other words, when you change the environment in which the problem was created in the first place, right? Then things shift. The problem is that the ice dissolves and now you have water. You've changed the environment, you've raised the temperature, ice dissolves, you have water. So when we change the environment of our consciousness, problems shift and we begin to see it from a whole different perspective. We begin to see new possibilities of good. Right? Here's the thing, a higher understanding, a higher consciousness cannot support the problem. Isn't that good to know? The higher consciousness can't support the problem. It supports greater expressions of good. Greater possibilities of good. That's what we're doing. So our friend Derek Rydell says, problems aren't solved, they dissolve when you evolve your consciousness. Which is a fun play on words, right? And it's just expressing this idea that just by, focusing on the problem doesn't go away just by focusing on it. By working at it from the level of consciousness, that separation consciousness that created it in the first place. We must look at it differently, have a new perspective. And in unity, that's about deepening our understanding of who we truly are. Who we truly are. Who are we? We're divine beings expressing in this human dimension, right? Divine beings expressing in this human dimension. And as such, all the love, all the peace, all the joy, all of the health and well-being, all of the abundance, all the peace that you could ever possibly imagine is already ours. In potential. It's already ours in potential. And this is true for everyone, right? This is true. All of these divine qualities are true for every single being on this planet in potential. So from that perspective, right, a way becomes clear. We begin to see anew. We've transformed our consciousness. We're beginning to see anew. New possibilities of good. But it first starts by releasing our attachment to the thing, to the problem, which we're going to do today in the burning bowl ceremony. And as I've just been speaking about, the problem, of course, is a manifestation of the consciousness behind it, of the attitudes, the beliefs, the separation thinking, the resentments, the guilt, the feeling of not enoughness, the belief of I'm not good enough, lack of self-esteem, guilt, whatever. All of those things are kind of in there. It's the environment that has given rise to these issues to begin with. So that's what we want to get to. What is underneath that, right? And then once we release that, we're free, right? We're free. We can breathe. Let's all take a breath together. There's space, and you'll feel it. Once we do this, you'll feel space. You will feel this expansion in consciousness. And here's the thing. Expanding our consciousness, raising our vibration is not something that generally happens all at once. Whoop, there it is. There I am. Done it. Burnt my thing. I'm enlightened. I wish it were true. It's usually something that happens incrementally, by degrees. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. We let in a little light, and a little more light, and a little more light, a little more light. We don't even notice a change, just kind of like the days are getting a little longer, a little longer. We don't even notice it. It's imperceptible. But before we know it, it's summer and it's light at 8 o'clock. Oh my God, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light outside, right? That's the same with us. When we keep at the spiritual practice day after day, we're letting in a little more light. Our consciousness is growing a little bit more and a little bit more. We don't even notice that anything is changing. But before we know it, we're in a completely different place in consciousness than we were 6 months ago. By summer, let's all see everything from a different perspective. Have a higher consciousness by summer, okay? Yeah, we can do it. Absolutely, we can do it. We're here to support each other in this growth and in keeping with spiritual practice so that it continues to happen. All right, so in a minute, I am going to ask you to turn your attention within, get back into that place that Pat set earlier, in that place of quiet, and I'm going to lead you to connect with your divine self and to really listen to that inner wisdom that wants to, it's waiting to reveal the truth to you, the truth that will set you free. It's just waiting for you to listen, right? And so if I could have the greeters come by with the paper. This is flash paper. Do we have pencils? We're bringing pencils. We're bringing pencils and the paper. And here's the thing. Don't fill it out yet. Just hold it in your hands because we're going to be guided in this meditation. And at the point where I say, then you'll be able to do that. And I'm going to light this. This is usually something that Chris Eagle does. Say a little prayer. I've not done this before. All right, that was pretty easy. Thank you for your prayers. Yeah, because it's only pencil that works on this, right? The pen doesn't work so well. And for those of you joining us at home, you're joining us online, if you can just get a little piece of paper here and maybe light your candle. I'm sure you got a candle at home. So light your candle and just have this little piece of paper, and you can do this guided process with us and then light it when we all do it. So we're doing it together, okay? Have a bowl, yeah. Okay, it's starting to light. Thank you, Mel, for passing out the pencils. All right, if you've got your pencil and your paper, thank you. Then just get comfortable in your seat. Sit back. Take some slow, deep, conscious breaths with me. Close your eyes. let's all consciously connect with that divine wisdom within us, wherever you feel it. It could be in your heart, it could be in your gut, it could be in your forehead, wherever you feel that connection with divine wisdom, with your inner wisdom. Connect with that, breathe into that space. Really feel that energy beginning to expand. Open. We are open. We are open to listening to the wisdom that is revealing whatever it is we need to know. Whatever it is we need to know. The environment of the current state of our consciousness, whatever's holding us back. We want to be aware of this so that we can release it. So ask that divine presence within you, what area of your life does your growth seem to be stalled? Where are you experiencing being stuck? Having repeated issues? The same kinds of problems keep showing up. Is there a belief or a fear underneath that that's keeping those patterns in place? Listen. You might want to ask this divine wisdom to reveal what might be robbing you of your peace. What is robbing me of my peace? You might want to ask what beliefs, unresolved resentments might be contributing to any health challenges. Keep breathing. What is getting in the way of being more loving? If my intention is to be more loving, what is getting in the way? Listen. What might be keeping me stuck in scarcity thinking? What might be keeping me stuck in scarcity thinking? What fear? Keep breathing. Ask your inner wisdom, what is holding me back from living full out, from expressing my full, magnificent self? What might be holding me back? Allow it to be revealed so it can be released. Just breathe and keep listening. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, open your eyes and write down on your piece of paper what you have received. If not, just keep listening. You want to drop yours in first? Okay, so when you're ready, just as Chris is doing now, just going to drop it in. Oh, maybe a little closer. Yeah, now it's gone. All right. Thank you. Really feel that it's going up in a prayer of smoke back into the unformed state. There it goes. Ooh, you all right? Watch those sleeves, yeah. Watch your sleeve. Ooh, yeah. It's a big one. It's going up. There it goes. There it goes. Let's just try to do this in the silence if we could. Respect the space here. Oh, there was a lot there. There it goes. That's it. Watch your sleeve. Put 'em, yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, you have a few. Okay. Ooh. Did it? You're not quite sure you want to release that yet. There it goes. Let's try to maintain the silence. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Keep breathing as you're at your seat. Oh, okay. Has everyone had a chance to go? Lena, did you get one? Did you go? Mary, did you go? Everybody went? Okay. All right, let's just take a nice deep breath together. Feel the space that has been created by releasing this. Let's say together, I release and let go. I release and let go. Woohoo! Hallelujah. And so it is. Namaste.
All right. Where's my partner?
Oh, your partner skipped out.
She did. All right. Well, we were going to do a little meditative chant here, so this is not, we're kind of inverting the order. So there's 3 lines to this song. The first line is let go, let God, EDC for those of you keeping track. And then the next line is I release and I let go all of my old thoughts. And the final one is cleansing, purifying, letting go. And you'll see how this goes. But anyway, it's let go, let God. I release and let go all of my old thoughts. Cleansing, purifying, letting go. Let go, let God. Let go, let God. Let go, let God. I release and go all of my old thoughts. I release and I let go all of my own thoughts. I release and I let go of all my own thoughts. Cleansing, purifying, letting go. Cleansing, purifying, letting go. Cleansing, purifying, letting go. Go, let God. Let go, let God. Let go, let God. I release and I let go of all my old thoughts. I release and I let go of all my own thoughts. I release and I let go of all my own thoughts. Cleansing, purifying, letting go. Cleansing, purifying, letting go. Cleansing, purifying, letting go. Let go, let God. Let Thank you.
That was so beautiful. So, oh my gosh. Did that take all of it on me? I think I speak for everybody even deeper into what we just did. It's all working so seamlessly today. And before we begin the blessing and giving of our gifts and our prosperity and abundance ritual, Reverend Victoria has something to say about the giving tree.
Yeah, because this whole energy of being in spirit and sharing of our heart and sharing of our love and generosity and receiving. It's this whole energy of circulation that we jump into. And we demonstrated this beautifully this month at Unity Center of Peace. Many of you participated in the angel giving tree this year. We were helping out a family, several families, at Home Start, which is part of the IFC that helps people who are homeless find homes, and also families who are fleeing abuse, and gives them homes. And they really have nothing. So we got together and we put these ornaments on our tree. Katie O'Leary, if you're watching, thank you, Katie, for getting this started for us. She initiated this with her salon, Rishi Salon, and I think there was another Baptist church, right, that was doing it with us, and we did it as well. It is the organization, IFC is the organization. And we had many, many ornaments on that tree, and you all took it and you all purchased something. We shared 80 gifts this year. Woohoo!
Yay!
With Homestart, with all those families.
God, yay us.
We made their Christmas absolutely glorious. So I just want to thank you all for participating in that. Yeah. Thank you.
Such a good reminder and introduction as we enter this ceremony of abundance. Because we know as we give to this beautiful spiritual center, we give to support our community, we give to its thriving. And it gives all that back and more, including financially. That's what it is. So if you will, somebody hand me that little green card. Thank you. However you want to give, those of you who are online, there's ways on the screen. You can give by text. You can, if you're a sustainer, drop this in the basket. If you're here and just appreciate what you're getting for this one time, drop in a quarter or $1 or something. Because it all comes back. That is the law of abundance from our infinite, divinely abundant, big abundance source. So let's hold that up and say our blessing, which is found on the bottom of this buff sheet. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
Magic to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Thank you. So we will, from our hearts, out through our arms and hands, send divine love, send our faith in abundance and the law of prosperity as we bless these gifts. And so it is. Here's the box. Yeah, thank you.
So if you have a prayer request that you would like prayed over during the service, and by the prayer team all month, there is a little prayer request that you can fill out yourself and put in that box. And also I want to say hello to many of you who are joining us for the first time today. Welcome. It's so good to see your beautiful faces. Thank you for being willing to play with us in this energy today and to open your hearts and your consciousness. And if you are new, you may have received a packet of information when you walked in the door, but you may not have. So if you did not get that, please raise your hand and Mary will come by and put it in your hot little hands. Anybody not get a packet right over here? No, it's not that. The program is something different. This has got a packet of information. It has a blue card on the outside. And if you fill out the blue card on the front and the back and return it to one of the greeters or me, there's a special gift for you in that. So thank you for being here. We have a wonderful fellowship and refreshments afterwards, and I saw some special things there today. So you wanna stay around and enjoy that with us, and that's just a relaxed time for us to get to know you, you to get to know us. And also we want to say hello to those of you. If you found us for the first time today online, thank you for being here. Our wonderful greeter Mel is probably giving you some information about us and, as much as you would like. And we're glad to have you all today. Thank you. One more song for Bright Matter.
Okay. This one is definitely a sing-along song. Those of you who were alive in 1974, which is pretty much most of us, will recognize this song. Those of you who weren't, you will also recognize it.
They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is not near. So I remember every face of everyone who put me here. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. They say every child needs protection, and they say that everyone must fall. But yet I be cruel. A man who swears he's not to blame. All day long I hear him shout so loud, just crying out that he's been framed. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. See my light come shining from the west down to the east.
Let's hear you.
Any day now, any day now, I shall be released.
I'll sing it one more time.
I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released.
I have a little tickle in my throat, so I'm protecting everybody I love here. And then it gets tangled up in the mics. So. Yeah, I do. Wore them all the time. That's a thing to be grateful for. Not having to do that.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is the time where we get to hear back what God and this community, each and every one of us, are giving back to each other through our events. So the first thing is that next Sunday we'll have our white stone ceremony, so now we're all clear. We can put in place what we want, setting intentions for guidance on what our words will be for the upcoming year. Gaines Steer is going to lead a human potential workshop, and Gaines, you're going to come up and speak about that. And maybe that microphone is good, Gaines. Yes.
50 years ago, when I wore the clothes of a younger man, what is it?
Let's get you a mic that works. There we go.
I can talk louder.
Okay.
50 years ago, I worked for Social Dynamics, a Boston-based consulting firm that facilitated human relations workshops all over New England. I was trained by some of the heavy hitters in the human relations field, all of whom are deceased now. I'm the last leaf on the tree. Next Sunday from 1 to 3 in this exact space, Carm and I are facilitating a human relations workshop that features the 7 most powerful exercises from that era. I promise you that this will be both enlightening and fun. Since between 1 and 3 is lunch hour, we're providing pizzas on the house. This is an offering for Pizza for Unity, 100% love offering. Please come. You get a 20-page workshop handout that I've provided as I have redesigned those 7 exercises for a modern era. Please sign up in the rear if you're willing to come. Next Sunday from 1 to 3, I promise you it will be both enlightening and fun. Enlightening and fun.
Go Games! I didn't say we are shortening our announcements, so we're leaving out dates. Everything, every date of anything you want to find is in your white bulletin. So, which brings me to the next thing that we're offering. There's going to be a vision board workshop. I'm imagining it's being led by Reverend Victoria. Yes, a guided agape style, that was the tip-off, visioning process to give a positive sense of direction and focus for the new year. How timely and wonderful. There's going to be a mix between a seminar, a workshop, and a guided discussion about raising spiritually minded children, using insights from developmental psychology to better understand the children in all of our lives, parent, aunt, uncle, godmother, godfather, whatever. And we've got your back. Our committee that temporarily helps those who are in temporary need is our January contact person. Call them if you need any contact. That's Dolores Branch right over there. Okay, things for which there are no slides for those of you who are online. We're going to have an artist reception celebrating UCP members Mila O'Hare. Did I get that name right, Mila? Mm-hmm. Okay, Mila O'Hare and Judith Schneider for their very first artist reception. And their artwork is currently on display. And Carmelo is going to announce something about a men's group that he is starting in accompaniment with Arena's starting the women's group.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really inspired by Arena, so kudos for the overwhelmingly successful ladies group. We're going to be meeting at my home on the 4th Thursdays of the month, except for one or two exceptions. It's a chance for us guys to get together, bond with each other, explore our own spirituality and our relationships to each other as men and as members of this community. As a kickoff, my plan was to share a little bit of this great workbook I'm working on called Divine Audacity, Being the Light of the World, so that we get to have a little theme, but it'll be relaxed. It'll be at my home for the first half of the year until others start sharing it. So I'm just facilitating. I'm not the leader. If you could sign up at the back with your email, we'll be able to get a communications going, and I'll share with you maps, directions, and everything. The first meeting will be the 25th, which is the 4th Thursday of this month at my home at 6:30, and the address is there. You're not expected to be at every meeting. We know everybody's busy, but it's a great chance for us to spend some group time together and share kind of our inner beings. So thank you.
Wow, yay, Carmelo. Yes. Thank you, Arena, for the kickoff. And Arena also started our Flower Angel program. And it is so good to not see those silk flowers here anymore since Arena started that. And today's flowers are provided by Michael Crawford. Yay, Michael. And they're dedicated to giving the entire UCP community for a prosperous and exciting 2024. Thank you, Michael. Yeah. The sign-up sheet for next year is now available to bring flowers to grace and beautify our sanctuary on Sunday mornings. They can be in recognition of a loved one or an event in your own life. We have a wonderful offering after every service. This is called the 3-Minute Miracle. And one of our trained prayer chaplains today, it is I, will have the blessing of praying with you. If you have something in your life for which you want some focused, powerful, affirmative prayer, and for help and guidance and assistance from the divine. And also, if you have something you want to celebrate, just express gratitude for. So I will be waiting for you at the end of that hallway as you face it on the doorway on the left. And we also have on the doorway to your right at the end of the hall, a deeper dive discussion group so that you can dive deeper into what you're taking away from today's amazing service. And Carmelo is leading that discussion today. Thank you. So, we're now ready to welcome in our children. And you can find the back of this buff sheet.
I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, beam of God. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, beam of God. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am.
Good morning. Hello. We had I'm Shannon, the YFM director. We had a very exuberant morning. It was fantastic. Lots of glitter upstairs, about everywhere. Yeah, we finished the month off talking about the power of life. And for the older girls, we set a goal, like what are they going to do today, and then I believe that I can do it because I am a good reader. So affirmative statements. And then I reaffirmed that, saying, yes, you can read because you are a good reader. So we tried to set New Year's goals, but it was just like today's goals. So, and then next month, we'll start the power of faith, and we'll be breaking some bread together and eating, and then talking about what faith looks like in our lives. Big thank you to Spiro for volunteering, and just want to make sure we welcome all the new kids today. It's very vibrant, so just huzzah, yay!
Yay! So now join me in blessing our children, and that blessing is also found on the back of this buff sheet. We'll hold our hands and send all of your love as we say, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Mwah! And with that, I'll ask you to stand as we say our prayer of protection and then end with our wonderful, wonderful peace song. Our prayer of protection. It's also found on this buff sheet. Here we go. Of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.